Hey tennis friends, I'm here at the Claremont Club in Claremont, California, home of the Southern California section of the US Open National Playoffs. But today I'm here for the Claremont Futures Tournament. It's finals day, it's a beautiful day out here in Southern California, and we have a couple of tennis friends that are getting ready to battle it out on center court. So let's get right to the action. This championship round is the Battle of California. Receiving in the near court is Mackie McDonald, a former Northern California junior standout who is a two-time college All-American and currently a junior on UCLA's team. He just returned from the American College Invitational at the US Open, where he won the singles championship. Serving from the far court is Deaton Bauman, a former Southern California junior standout who has 2 futures titles on clay under his belt this year and just returned from the US Open main draw, where he played doubles in the first round. After a changeover, Mackie McDonald serving from the far court to Deaton Bauman in the near court. Mackie McDonald serving. Mackie McDonald serving from the far court. Deaton Bauman serving from the far court. Mackie McDonald serving. Deaton Bauman serving. I'm here right now with the winner of that match, Deaton Bauman. Deaton, that was a tough match out there today.
It was, yeah. It was a battle. Mackie's a great competitor and a great player, and it was obviously a tough match for both of us. I was lucky enough to pull it out in the end.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the match. That first set, you were down 4-1, and you were struggling out there a little bit. He was pretty consistent. What was going on in your head in that first set?
Honestly, I just thought he was outplaying me, plain and simple. I mean, serving better than I was, returning better than I was, playing the bigger points better than I was. So I kind of just chalked it up as kind of too good, and I didn't really, in my mind, throw away the set. I was like, hey, you know what, I'm going to try to compete as hard as I can at the end of the set, but if I have to go 3, which was the way it was looking, I was prepared for it. So I kind of just mentally reset in my mind to say, hey, he was playing too good. Then we reset for the next 2.
Well, in the second set, you were up 4-1, and then he won the next game, and I think the game after that, It looked like he was starting to come back. Were you getting a little concerned that maybe you might come back and take that second set?
I was concerned more with my play and how bad I was playing. I really wasn't concerned at that point with what he was doing. I just felt like I was kind of giving him, free points, kind of just free games in a way. So I kind of just told myself to kind of reset at 4-3 after I got broke to say, hey, you know what, if he's going to try to come back and win this in straights, I need to make it, the toughest thing, I can on him. And I was fortunate enough to break in the next game at Love and hold pretty easily, and from that point I kind of just felt like I started rolling at that point, just with playing the bigger points, kind of putting pressure on him on his serve, and I think he threw a couple double faults in, kind of in just one of those crucial games, and I started the third, and I just felt like I started rolling from there.
Well, your serving improved and it got really good. In fact, I don't know if you have extra topspin or something on your serve, but there was at least 3 of your serves that he completely missed. I mean, he got near it, but I mean, it wasn't like aces where he couldn't reach it, because I think you had a couple of those, but these things hopped up or did something. What do you got going on there?
Honestly, I think it's just the advantage of being 6'5". You naturally get a little more bounce in your serve, regardless of what you're hitting, whether it's a big flat or kick T or kick wide. I just was able to, with these courts and how fast these courts are and how hot it is out here, the ball was just flying around, so I kind of just used that to my advantage.
Well, you've had a really good year. Before this tournament, you just came back from the US Open, where you got to play doubles in the first round.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
It was incredible. I mean, I was fortunate to play with a fellow teenager, Tommy Paul, who had just won the French Open Juniors, and I qualified there at the US Open. So just the atmosphere out there, playing on court 4, me and him out there competing against a couple of the Brazilian guys, Bellucci, and it was incredible. I mean, I honestly nothing like it, playing in the US Open in front of a couple thousand fans.
So now you've won this tournament, and that's a great tournament for you to win. Are you playing the next 2 tournaments? What are your immediate plans?
Right now, my plan is to play Costa Mesa starting Tuesday or Wednesday, and then depending on how I do there, I'm trying to play Tiburon, the Tiburon 100K Challenger up north, but at this point, I'm not in main draw on my own rankings, so I'd have to either try to get a wild card or maybe just play Costa Mesa out and then pull out of Tiburon and focus on the next 2 challengers after that in Sacramento and Fairfield.
Well, you've had some mixed results this year, but you've had actually a pretty good year all around.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that after the U.S. Open, the tennis year is over because that's mainly the main TV coverage. But for you, it continues on all the way through November, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, technically, if I wanted to play till December 25th, I could. I mean, but yeah, no. I mean, my year. I mean, in a way, I mean, 3/4 of the year is done. But I feel like if I have a strong fall, I mean, I can start off the year 2016 on a high note. And I start off this year on a high note, and hopefully I can finish this year strong as well. And if I do that, next year's plans will kind of change tournament to tournament, and the goal is to play the Q slams next year. So if I can have a strong fall and have tournaments like I did this week, I think everything will be good.
That was a great match between 2 great players, but someone had to win. It's always great to come out here in this beautiful Southern California weather and watch pro tennis for the price we like here at groundspass.net, absolutely free. So be sure to get online at USTA.com and click on the Pro Circuit so you can find out the Pro Circuit calendar to find out where there's going to be a Pro Circuit event coming up near your town. And that way you can come out and, just like me, and watch the pros play and maybe pick up a few tips for your game. So from the Claremont Club here in Southern California, I'll see you next time with more tennis outside the lines.